Okay. So you guys say whatever you want to say.
No,
it's football. Anything can happen.
Do you have an
absolutely.
handkerchief?
No, that's not
Okay, I
that
wanted to
serious.
clear.
No, it was on Twitter. I said my eyes were soaked. Yes, they were soaked.
Yeah, they're
because,
still wet.
You know,
I'm looking at
doing
it.
just fine now. Come on, I was able to do the show
Sorry.
last night. No, Cecilia, it's okay. But you see, Tayo,
3-1.
we should be worried because
Surely.
at the time where we thought the best players from the league, were assembled and went out for a competition and received this. Like, even Tunisia didn't have the sort of opportunity to advance that we had. And see the way they took their chances. You heard Maurice say we should learn how to kill off games. Even if it means pack the balls against Tunisia, when you get the lead, pack the balls, get your 6 points, relax, build towards the next game. I didn't see any form of hunger, no drive, no passion.
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm seeing a Nigerian team come out with that purpose.
A lot was missing in that game on the Super Eagles part, and they chose the wrong day, they chose the wrong match to produce their worst performance of the tournament, and that's why they'll be coming back home tomorrow, if I believe. And Austin, I don't know what you want me to say really, because it was just a bad all-around performance by the team. Yeah. Not a lot of chances created, apart from a couple of pop shots by long shots. Ifeanyi Matthew and Onyedikachi. We didn't really see a lot of chances created by the Super Eagles. Yesterday, I was saying. I was trying to wish them luck because I thought they will need a lot of it. Because I wasn't convinced, but you wouldn't even let me finish my sentence.
When
you just shut me up.
When you play very well, that's when you need a lot of luck. Like the way the Super Eagles came out, I mean, we saw them coming out, between us yesterday morning that, hey, the teams were fired up and no injury worries and everyone was okay. And of course, we saw the lineup were like, okay, it's like Coach Olise actually listened to us in Okonakpan. Of course, he started these players, he wanted him to start. And then 5 minutes into the game, I was wondering, okay, they're still trying, they're trying to settle. They're trying to settle. 10 minutes into the game, okay, they're just trying to settle. And then we started seeing a Stoke-like kind of football. I mean, what Stoke City used to play. The players are really tall and all that. Defenders are huge and big, and they want to impose their kind of football on their opponent. But the Super Eagles didn't do that. They're playing long balls, fine, it's okay. But you couldn't do it. You couldn't trap the ball. I don't know.
Cecilia, disjointed. I know you already started and you can crucify me. It's okay. It's okay. But let's go to Abeokuta. We're still trying to understand what happened to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Maurice Enoch has given his view. Let's listen to one man who has been there and done that with league football in Nigeria. Kadri Kana led the Imba Football Club about to win the last league title. He joins us now to talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the African Nations Championship. Good morning, Coach. And welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Coach, Nigeria has crashed out of the ongoing African Nations Championship. It comes as a rude shock to me and some football fans. How did you take that story?
Hello?
Hello, Coach.
Yeah.
Okay, Coach, I was asking you that Nigeria has crashed out of the ongoing African Nations Championship. Still a rude shock to a lot of football fans. How did you take it?
I've not gotten over it up to now. But that is football for you. I think the coaches got this wrong. Technically, because when we started against Niger, we were not doing well in the first half. In the second half, we got the right reading. And I don't know why we try to change a winning team. That was a good team as far as I'm concerned. We did very well coordinated. Only for us to play this last match that would have given us qualifying to quarterfinals, and we bring in a new team, a different team from the team we used in the last two matches. I think we got it from there.
But Coach, when you say they lost it technically, I want to understand, were there players on the bench that could have come to turn things around? Because we expected to see some of those players coming, and the coach introduced those players. You have coached most of the players that went to Rwanda, particularly Ezekiel Bassi. You worked with him last season. You think he could have made a difference?
Yeah, I think if you look back from our qualifier, Basque gave us the qualifier. I think it was about to play we played the match, our last match, in which Basque, was the player who was exceptionally very good in that match. And I begin to wonder why he didn't feature in any of the games, coming in 2 minutes, 3 minutes like that. But I think we got it wrong, because if we continue to use the same team that was winning, I don't think that a draw could have saved us. And by now, I'm disappointed.
Okay, Coach, thank you so much for speaking to us. It's not just you, a lot of Nigerian football fans are disappointed. Thanks so much for speaking to us. Okay, is it Coach Kadri Kana also saying that these things happen in football?
Yes, but what is
No,
done
the
is-
way Nigeria played, it doesn't happen in football.
No,
I
I
have
don't
not
know.
seen it before, because I was wondering what they actually ate before they started that game. I mean, come on, you can't
Are
even
you
move,
gonna
you can't
go
even
there,
trap ball.
Cecilia?
The same players
Are
who
you going to
played
go there?
4-1, the same player who played against Tunisia, then
Tunisia, they
the
got
same player
lucky
against
against Tunisia.
Guinea. No, they played well.
Yeah,
I
they
know.
got lucky,
I'm
they
not
could've
looking at
lost
I'm not looking at the result right now. I'm looking at the way they played against Guinea, against Niger. People started saying, "Oh, these teams should form the core of the Super Eagles." We're saying we don't have a midfielder. We have some players, the players who can actually hold our midfield. Everyone was talking about it. Against Tunisia also, they played well. I mean, if you play well, you lose your game, fine. Well, I don't understand what happened yesterday.
The performance and the
The
result.
performance was, I think that wasn't really a performance. That was just some group of boys who came on the field and decided to just throw the ball around.
Okay, but Austin, Cecilia, what is done now.
Yeah.
The
Was that
NF,
it?
yeah,
Don't
no,
say
they
dry
really,
ball.
no, seriously,
Okay.
there's no time to lick your wounds.
Thank you.
Crucial months ahead for African qualifier, for the World Cup qualifier as well too. And the NFF now have got to come back home and make a decision. I said it at the time when Sonny Lissi was appointed, I thought it was a risky one, considering on the back of Nigeria qualifying for the
Wait,
last
did he ask the players
African
not to
Cup of
trap the ball?
Nations. No, just calm down, Cecilia. What
Okay,
I'm saying is the
Chimeze is going to
NFF have
join
a
us
decision
now.
to make
We'll
now.
get his own opinion
Yeah.
on how the Super Eagles played yesterday.
Yes.
Because I don't think that was the coach who was on the field of play. It was
calm
just
down,
some
Cecilia.
bunch of
Yeah.
players who were
Calm
just
down,
kicking the
Cecilia.
ball around.
Everybody knows when, as a manager, you're good as the last result.
That's right.
And you take responsibility for
Yes, of
whatever
course we
results
will.
your team gets. That's how it
Okay.
works. It's football, results-oriented business. What I'm saying is the NFF have got a decision to make now whether to stick or twist with Sunday Olise.
They've
That's what I'm
apologized. I'm not sure. I'm sure they'll stick with him.
Chimeze Oguru joins us now, our sports analyst.
way
You
to
also be
calm
talking
me.
about this one. Chimeze, you listen to Maurice Enoch, you listen to Kadri Kana. You differ?
First of all, good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
There are lots of issues, lots of things you could, say about what happened yesterday. First of all, there's a coach's issue. I would start from first and foremost, did he assemble this team? What instructions did Salisu Ibrahim give this team prior to Olise joining? Did he come and change some of those instructions? And I'm happy we're beginning to dissect the Olise issue because I don't want to go back to Coach Stephen Keshi. Under very extraneous conditions, I kept saying it, this man performed. He took us to the World Cup. He qualified for the Nations Cup. He won it. He qualified for the CHAN for the first time. He got a bronze. He could have easily gotten to the finals. It was a penalty shootout against Ghana and all that. So he didn't do very badly. But we just kept prompting up issues with him. And today we're seeing it. So I think, we've said it, Olise should take responsibility. But I do not agree that Olise should be let go. He should take this as a learning point. He should, swallow his pride, make the necessary corrections, adjust his style of coaching. Nobody's going to... We don't pardon the European coaches who come here and want to live in Europe. I don't know why a Nigerian... I'm not saying he shouldn't go and visit his family. He should go and visit his family. If he needs to go for treatment, he should go. And for goodness sake, if you have a job, and for some reasons, health implications, family reasons, you cannot be there, Olise must not necessarily have been the one to take the team to Rwanda. Maybe his assistants who had been preparing the team should have been allowed to do it. I don't think the players were poor, if you ask me. I think, like we've said rightly, our league last season was awesome. It was imperial, if you ask me. And these are some of the best players in the Nigerian Premier League. So they went there. These guys they only performed to the expectations Nigeria set for them. And then last, let me just put it. If you aim for the moon, then you may just hit the skies. But if you aim for the sky, you fall lower. Yes. And I kept saying it. I kept saying Nigeria is good enough to win this. And people said, no. It's not about winning. It's not about winning if it's an age competition. But when it's the national team, it's
Yes.
about
A
winning.
FIFA ranking tournament.
And good, this is going to influence our position when the next FIFA ranking comes out.
Nice one. Okay, and Egypt is waiting back to back in March. Okay, it's just we'll go back to basketball right now. Akim Olajuwon, one of the biggest exports of Nigerian sports, while he spoke on one of our program, View from the Top, and of course we had a little one from him when he was talking about the development of basketball in Nigeria and of course how we can move that game forward.